and welcome back to our next exercise video. As I've been coming back off of the back injury and talking about Peloton, a lot of people have asked, I get a lot of grief from a lot of friends of mine. They're telling me that they think I haven't calibrated my bike correctly, that I'm kind of gaming the system, if you will, because we have a lot of rides that we finished pretty strong. I just finished, I think, 6th or 7th out of 1,500 people on a 30-minute live ride, about 580 watts. I've done 5 rides this week at 100% resistance, and we finished at over 600 watts twice for the 30 minutes, over 560 watts twice for 30 minutes, and then we did a 20-minute ride. I think we finished somewhere in the 360, 380 ride. I am going to do a follow-up ride today just to kind of share with you what that looks like. I'm doing a 10-minute ride that's live at 8:15, and I'm going to go all out at 100% on that ride too. You can see right now I'm pretty sweaty. I just put my shirt off. I just put it back on for the video. This is just sweat from before. When I do a ride like this, I sweat like crazy. A few people have asked, when you do the Peloton or when you're going really aggressive in the cardio, I'm training for a couple different things, right? I want to get better at my outdoor cycling. That's a big challenge for me. So I really want to go aggressively to get better at my outdoor biking. We've got a couple of challenges we want to go after. We want to potentially do a triathlon in the next couple of years, so we want to get better for that. We're also looking at, a 200-mile ride potentially in a single day. So there's actually a lot of things we're training for. The Peloton is great for that, but last week I had hurt my back about 2 weeks ago. I wasn't feeling great, so this week I really felt really strong, and I really want to get back after some of these 100% resistance rides. They're really challenging. It's literally the highest resistance you can do on the bike. So I'm going to share with you in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to be doing this 10-minute ride. I'll share some footage in through the ride with you. I'll come back and tell you how I feel at the end. But yeah, it is a challenging ride. I'm not going to lie to you. This shirt will be completely covered in sweat when I'm done. I will be even redder than I am right now. But I absolutely love it. It's just a great challenge, and I look forward to it. And the goal, hopefully today, I've been able to come in first place on some of these 10-minute rides before, so I'm going to push really as hard as I can to come in first place. Although I will tell you, after just doing 30 minutes at 100% resistance, I don't know how much more I have in my legs. So be back with you in just a minute. All right, everybody. We're about ready to do this ride here. I think, unfortunately, I may be a little out of the screen here as I'm looking at this, as we're getting going. Sorry about that. But as I'm doing this ride, I'll be up out of the seat most of the time, and I'll share with you how it's going as we go through. But again, my goal is to at least 750 people on the ride right now. We'll probably get somewhere in the neighborhood of 900, I would assume, by the time we get going. My goal is obviously I finished top 6 in the last ride. I'd like to finish top 1 to 5 again. But people again ask it. You'll see, we're gonna sweat like crazy. We're gonna be breathing heavy. So just understand that this is gonna be really challenging, and I'm about to crank this up because we're about to get going. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm not registering anything here on this ride right now for resistance. I'm not sure if anybody is. I think there might be an issue. No, it might just be my bike. So I'm not registering anything here. So I'm gonna stop here, only because I can't really give you a good indication. I'm gonna go back in a second and do this ride over again. So I will be back in just a second. My resistance is showing, but I'm a minute behind. So let's see if we can go out here and kick some ass and close the gap and get back into this top 10 here. We got a minute and a half behind. We're gonna go out and crush this fucking thing and see if we can catch up to everybody. We will. There are 800 people in front of me. I lost a minute and a half because it wasn't registering correctly. So let's see if I can get to that top 10%, losing a minute and a half on a 10-minute ride. We're gonna want to crush it here. All right, within a minute, we got into the top 100. We're gonna catch everybody here and get that top 10. All right, 1 more minute of laps. We're down to 29 now. Fuck that, we're gonna catch everybody, getting that top 10, we're coming. All right, at 5 minutes left, we're 18th. It's getting tougher to catch up to people now though. See what we can do. All right, we made it to 7th. We're about to jump into 6th. I don't think I have enough time to catch 5th. Maybe a minute and a half hurt, but the fact that we can lose 15 to 20% of this ride and still get in the top 6 is pretty badass, so pretty cool. All right, so we finished that ride. We came in 6th. I think we got to 160 something watts in 8 minutes, a little over 8 minutes, pretty good. Yeah, looking at it with my best time, if I had gotten the ride at the beginning, I probably would have finished second or third if I ridden to my best time. I don't know if I would have. I had just done that 30-minute 100% resistance. But this week we did, that's our 6th 100% resistance ride this week. 30, 30, 20, 30, 30, 10. And then Sunday we did a 92% resistance ride at 30%. So we have went really, really hard this week to try to push ourselves and get our legs as strong as we can. We got to ride outside last week with some outdoor biking, and while the hills were better, they were still relatively challenging. I am training like hell to make my legs stronger for hills. So on our exercise video this week, again, it's just talking about how do you train differently, maybe use some interval training. You know, this week we went really, really heavy, a lot of hills. We pushed ourselves really hard to really burn as many calories as we can, but also to really drive a lot of strength in our legs. Yeah, it was an ass kicker all week. It was good. You know, hopefully this helps you, especially if you're doing Peloton. I will tell you, the first time I did a 100% resistance ride, I was terrified. I started out at like 60, I went to 70, I got into the 80s, and I'm like, well, this is impossible. And slowly I would just kind of nudge the resistance up until finally I got into the low 90s, and one day I just said, the hell with it. I'm just going to throw it to 100, see what I can do. And I was able to do about 15 or 18 minutes at 100%. And then I did the next ride at, 20 minutes at 100%. Finally got to where I could do 30 minutes at 100%. I can't do 45 at 100% yet. I can do 45 at like 95% resistance. And if I do an hour, I think I max out at 90 on an hour ride. I just can't. My leg's not strong enough to do a full hour at 100%. It is crazy, right? You're doing 20 watts a minute at 600 watts over 30 minutes. So yeah, you're pushing really, really hard. It averages about 25 miles an hour, and you're burning a ton of calories. So I just wanted to share that with you. I know we have a lot of Peloton riders out there. If you want to push yourself, these 100% resistance rides are doable. And I just wanted to throw this on here because I've had some friends say, hey, seems like that's kind of bullshit that you're doing 100% all the time for these rides. Well, we are. It's tiring. We're at like 50% cadence. We get off, we're completely drenched. Our face is red. I'm going to go jump in the shower now, but hopefully this is helpful. Like we always say on the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. We got new videos coming all the time. If you want to work out with us, cool. You can grab my name on the Peloton bike. It's mayhem_light. We can do some rides together, some of these new beta rides, so hopefully we can have some fun. So awesome talking to everybody. We'll have some new videos next week. We'll have our fitness updates. We'll have our delicious or suspicious, our cooking videos. And this upcoming Friday, I'm hoping to have my new fitness technology around that book I was telling you about, which is a pretty cool diet book based on your blood type. So talk to everybody soon. Have an awesome day.